those heavyweight matchups. What can he do, Kirk, beginning right
Welcome
now
back to the Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. And we're about to start the second half of the game. I hope anyone had a good halftime so far. And we're about to get the second half started and underway in action.
Or you could potentially give up some big plays.
Here's the mark of a fighter moment brought to you by Modelo.
This is what we're talking about is you're overmatched up front. Georgia's doing a good job. Xavier Truss leading the way there. Some good blocks. But a tight end there, Oscar Delp, just really getting manhandled. Into this second quarter is where things started to change. And not only that, between Edwards and Milton, good tough running right here to end that drive with a touchdown by Kendall Milton. So it's been a little bit of everything from Georgia. We didn't even talk about Carson Beck, 13 of 15, 214 yards. So very balanced approach.
Did have the one pick at the end of the half off the carom there. His first turnover in the last 3 games. Beck on the move and almost threw another pick. Boy, trying to get the ball to Ra Thomas. DeAndre Prince came back and had his hands on the ball.
But Prince made a good play on that. Undercuts that throw. I think he may have predetermined where he wanted to go with this football. I think he thought 7 was going to continue downfield, but instead he comes back. That's just having your eyes on a quarterback. And what he's telling Lovett is, hey, I'm trying to bring you back because of that coverage. Look at me.
Second and 10 run to Edwards. Continue to see an aggressive approach. I thought they were not aggressive enough, frankly, at the end of the half. They let some seconds tick down, ended up with an interception to close out the half. But they know they move the ball and go up 3 scores here. It's going to be very, very tough for Ole Miss to find a way back into this football game.
Yeah. Well, Mike Bobo had such a luxury as the play caller this year. There he is, replacing Todd Monken, who did such a good job. You know, they throw an incompletion, they come back and run the football. Now you're sitting there at 3rd and 5.
Monken calling plays for the high-powered Ravens offense. The receivers bunch to the right. He throws back to the left. It's a fastball off the hand of Bell. And it's a quick stop for this Rebels defense. It's an important step, trying to get back into it.
Yeah, the first down play was a big play by Prince, and then they run the football on 3rd and 5, and there's Beck just trying to make a play, and I love that he wants to get the ball out quickly, but that time Bell just didn't get his eyes turned around quickly enough. That ball was coming quick in a hurry.
He was a high school pitcher. As a sophomore, he was kind of modest. I threw it like 94, 95. His dad says he got a whole lot of letters from Major League Baseball teams. He had some offers to play SEC baseball, but he said once Alabama and others started to offer him in football, you better concentrate on quarterback. Broke the streak of 11 straight completions, and now Brett Thorson gets some action tonight. They haven't returned a punt against him all season long. Another fair catch made at the 28 after a 41-yard boot. Holly?
Well, Lane Kiffin told me they've been trying to get some rhythm in that offense, but the injuries on the offensive front are starting to really add up. He pointed out that they are on their 3rd right tackle, and not having that consistency on the front is impacting their offense right now. He said, we're going to have to go to the quick throw game, be very quick and decisive with our throws because they don't have the protection and the continuity that they need up front right now to be firing on all cylinders.
That's a good point, Holly. Judkins made some traction earlier. He does have a couple of touchdown runs, but the running game really slowed down in the second quarter. You feed him here. There wasn't much room in the middle. He kind of plows ahead for a few.
That's tough. That's tough to do. Where he was having his success was in the outside stretch play. And not bouncing it too far, but getting outside and then feeling it and then getting north and south. And we said in the open, if they're going to compete, number 4 is going to have a night.
Dart dodges pressure and is now dragged down. C.J. Allen, the hyped freshman, makes a play.
They put the center in a tough spot because a blitz here, a late blitz here, and watch this. He starts to his left, and then he skims back to his right, and both the linebackers end up coming in to sack the quarterback.
You see why they're so excited about that freshman Allen. Dart incomplete trying to find Jordan Watkins, covered by Takey Smith, and it's a quick 3 and out for the Ole Miss offense.
Well, it was all about the offenses in the first half, and here a couple of 3 and outs. Ole Miss, when they finally get a stop, man, their long offense has got to capitalize and unable to do so.
That felt really important right there. And now it's a fake. Zen takes off, and he just rolls. Nobody paid attention to the punter. A flag is out, a couple of them very late. It looked like it was a scuffle along the sidelines. Kiffin can't believe it, but Georgia just peeled back and forgot about Zen.
Just nobody on the edge. You know, maybe Lane Kiffin, who got so excited, I don't know if he ran into an official. I mean, he's over there jumping up and down because he sees it's going to work.
He was maybe it's just, though.
Yeah, he got it. He's going to. Maybe it's just going to be a warning.
The result of play is a first down for Ole Miss. After play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team number 9. The 15-yard penalty being enforced. It'll be 1st and 10 for Ole Miss after the fourth.
So the fake is successful, but it does back him up at 15 yards of field position. Hugs all around for the Aussie. Now, you laugh about the Australian punters, but they're used to running around in that sport down there.
If you see it, take it. I don't see a number 9 on the field. I think it was number 12. They grabbed a face mask and threw a guy. I saw that on that last replay.
Well, they watch football down in Australia. It's the wee hours, but they enjoyed that run by Frazier. But the penalty, instead of being in midfield, backs him up to the 35. See if that's a spark they needed. Junkins. Again, it's the middle, but there's just not much room. Walther clogging things up.
Lane Kiffin rolling the dice here. We've seen him do that. The things you have to do to get back into this game so they pick up enough yards, go backwards after the dead ball penalty, but they keep the football. Poisonous offensive line and Jackson Dart being tested in front of this crowd.
Patchwork offensive line. 2nd and 8 handoff. I don't know. There's just nothing there. Walther back-to-back plays, just swarming Judkins. Sets up a 3rd and long.
That defensive line, they're just eating up those offensive linemen. There are very few people in the last 3 or 4 years that can run the football between the tackles against Kirby Smart in this Georgia defense.
I know Jalen Carter's not there. They don't have maybe the superstar first rounders, but they got a lot of solid dudes.
Size, and they can eat the blocks.
They rush 4, Dart retreats, and now lofts it downfield. And it's off the outstretched hands of Jordan Watkins. Bullard in coverage, and it's 4th down again.
He had a one-on-one matchup, and he had it against Bullard, who had a big interception. He has to throw it because of the pressure off of that right foot. Looks like he does stay in bounds. I thought initially maybe he had stepped out, but his heel stayed up.
You saw the facial expression from Kiffin. They get the stop finally for the first time, get the ball back. Then they get the fake punt, but the penalty backed him up and killed some momentum. It's an excellent punt. Muse backtracks all the way. 51-yard boot, so he faked it, and he pounds the ball. There's a flag again.
Right into line of scrimmage.
And Kiffin knew how important that sequence was. Let's see if they make him repunt it. Could just take the 5 yards at the end of the return.
Illegal formation.
I'm going to make a repunt.
More than 4 players were in the backfield. The 5-yard penalty will be enforced in the previous spot. Repeat, 4th down.
So Mazin goes back out there. It's been an eventful last few minutes for him.
At least we learned he's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah. And Georgia will have some things to talk about in their special teams meetings about ignoring the punter.
So that ball ended up, they would have been at about their own 13-yard line without that penalty.
There's a low kick. John Hughes waves with fair catch and takes it at the 24.
Plus 11.
Georgia back to work up 2 scores.
We'll be right back.